Quality Foods presents your U14A Oakville Rangers. Number 61, Jonas Renko.
Feeds it to him right up front. Oh!
Number 90, Declan Ralph.
Good save.
Number 7, Matt Fanassier.
Intercepted net and scores from Fanassier.
Number 8, Declan Lambert.
Picture scores from E-Type on it.
Number 9, Landon Little. Number 12, Carson Reisner.
Sidestep juke, inside shot, score!
Number 13, Dylan Newton Casota.
She scores!
Number 14, Carver Kenty.
Circle hangs on, quick shot, and scores over the shoulder.
Number 15, Eason 2.
The other way, he'll get there first.
Number 20, Stefano Iannacci.
Score!
Number 33, Jacob Fizzle.
Tight scores on the short side.
Number 49, Thomas Stacy.
Play bottom of the circle, quick shot, scores!
Number 55, Simonas Rakhauskas.
Quick shot and score from the bottom.
Number 67, Lenton
Good shot in on net. And on the
Policelli.
point shot from Policelli.
Number 86, Logan Harvey.
Harvey, quick shot, score!
Number 88, Kingsley Ing.
Shot right over the left shoulder and score.
Number 91, Jackson Hogeboom. And number 96, Aiden Hill.
Pass it. Quick shot in front.
And there's your Oakville Rangers.
Midboards, it's in on net. 2-on-1 with Lambert, slides into Lambert in the middle, quick shot, rebound, score! He's got some help, quick tight shot, and tuck.
The right plan, perfect pass to.
High slot, hangs on a quick shot, scores! Now gets there on the back of the net, center pass for scores! Rangers win! Rangers win! Rangers win! In a battle! That is a fantastic piece of work today!
You going, bud?
What's the pregame here? What we got? I know. I thought we were going to do a pregame interview.
Oh, you want to do a pregame interview?
Why not?
What are your thoughts on it? I'll tell you what's got me tripped out a little bit is how poorly Woolwich is doing. And I'm looking at the standings. Woolwich is suffering. Flamborough just went ahead and won a game, and they're going to line up and have a head-to-head elimination last game around robin in order to make it through to the quarterfinals. That I did not see coming.
Look, honestly, all round robin is for us to make sure you can practice how you're going to play in playoffs.
100% it is, and that's what's shocking about it.
And get ready for the elimination games. I'm dealing with the same thing with my younger kids at U11. Our quarterfinal matchups were slotted after the first game of round robin, and we're just concentrating the boys on playing good playoff hockey, playing the right way, and getting ready for our quarterfinal matchups. And that's what we have to take this. You know, exhibition is practice for regular season. Regular season's practice for playoffs. Round robin is practice for elimination series.
Yep. But inside of that, you do have to lay down your level of play. you have to bring it and you have to establish a certain tone in the playoffs, because if you don't do it now, you won't do it come quarterfinals.
Absolutely agree. That's what I was saying. You're practicing for the next round, and you got to play the way you're going to play in the next round. So
100%.
It's going to be a big game tonight. Ultimately, we stack up man for man, really good against Guelph. We just got to go out and execute, in my opinion.
Yep, 100%. 100%. Daryl, we looking good here? Guys in the truck have got it all nailed down. Last time the guys in the truck really had a tough day. Yeah, but
well, you know what? Ultimately, I got to give Daryl lots of credit. He's been doing this for me for the last 3 years. I'm on the road a lot for work, and he's the man that brings the games for the folks that can't make it in person. And ultimately, we owe him a debt of gratitude. So thank you, Daryl.
Yeah, it does a good job. Appreciate it, 100%. All right, we're just about set to go here. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Guelph's second to last matchup against this team for the season. Quite likely, we will not see this team again unless we meet them in the finals. This is game one of a home-at-home. We play them again tomorrow afternoon at just around 5 o'clock. Thanks, Morgan. Appreciate the pregame. So, this team here, they've been playing really good hockey lately. And if we slide up into the standings, I'm sure they lost a game or two along the way here, but they played some good hockey as well. They beat Milton the other day, and we played Milton in a couple of really strong battles, and they turned around and beat them, and Milton's a strong team too. And these guys are starting to get their act together. You can see, though, what I do like about it is that you hear me talk about this all the time. We are starting to set a tone. If you look at our standings, we're in a really good spot up here. I think I'm a little bit out of frame. There we go. There we go. We're in a really good spot, having played only 4 games, 6 points in total. And though we know that this doesn't really have a big impact on the standings, it's really about the seeding comes from regular season stuff, but teams are watching you play. And this has a huge impact on the mental game, as Morgan and I were just talking about. And these games establish what kind of run you are going to have. So to help us out tonight, out of the gate, starting lineup will be Kenty on the dot, left side Iannacci, right side Harvey. On defense, Policelli and Little will front Shrenko, who will be our starting goaltender this evening in game one of our home-at-home against the Guelph Gryphons. Sorry about the late start. We're supposed to be going at 7:15, but there was a U11 AA game that went full term in overtime, and it was a nail-biter. It was a ton of fun to watch. If we get anything close to that kind of drama, we'll have a good time. Although we do have the same officiating, and it was a little bit questionable at times. But I'm not going to start off complaining about officiating straight at the gate. We'll let that one unfold unto itself. All right, hang with us here, folks. We're just about set to go.
Looks like they're running a 15.
And they are running a 15-minute first period. That will then mean we are doing a 15, flood 15. So full game of hockey here tonight. So who's going to come out of the gate strong? Ooh, I hope it's the boys in blue. Boys will circle around after touching base with the opposing bench. Starting lineups will make it out to center ice, and we are just about set to go. All right. Kent is going to start us off. Here's the draw. Puck is pulled down into the center ice dot. Push off to the right side. Little will chip it down into Guelph zone. Guelph will come up the middle, bouncing puck into the neutral zone. Guelph will come down the right-hand side. They'll try to cut to the middle on the toe drag to get in tight. Quick shot in on net, and Jonas is tested early on the short side, but will hang tight to the post. That'll push the face-off down and to his left. Down in the corner, puck is chipped up over the blue line. Harvey will catch up to it. Quick shot in on net. Rebound pops up. Sorry, that was Lambert. I apologize. Down to the blue line, too. We'll chip it down. Trying to get it down to Rakowskis. Puck is broken up down in our zone into the corner, too. We'll move it along for Rakowskis. Puck gets popped it in front onto the stick of Fissel. Trying to get it loose up the left-hand side, but the puck is scrambled. Ing will bang it off the boards up to the blue line, not out, sent in deep again as the puck goes down into our zone in the end boards. Easton will turn on it, slide up for Fissel on the left-hand side. He'll go for a skate down and chip it into the zone. Down to the end boards, Rakowskis will go in, he'll get the first touch, he'll fire it back down to the open corner. Loose puck, Guelph is going to get inside of us, but Easton will pull down and break up the play. He'll slide around the back of the net and push it up for Rakowskis. Puck is chipped up and into the zone. Rakowskis, he'll go far side for Fissel. Fissel will try to dump it in, but it does not get deep. Careful on that change. Knifed away by Shranko into the corner. Chipped off the boards by Hiltz. Fonacier will move it across. Puck will come high in the zone. And quick shot from the blue line is gloved and held by Shranko. That'll put the face-off to his left, deep in our territory. Fonacier will take the draw. Stacey left side, Reisner right side. Stacey up the left-hand boards. He'll check it off the boards for Reisner. It's a bit of a foot race. Guelph gets the first touch on it. They'll bang it off the boards up into the neutral zone. Hogaboom will take it around the back of the net. Puck skips through off the boards. Reisner giving chase. Gets up to the blue line. They'll hold the zone. Puck is chipped off the stick. Reisner will chip it in the zone. He'll give chase. Into the end boards, down to the open corner. Puck comes back up to the blue line. Hogaboom will hold the line there with the scramble on the boards. Around the back of the net there, puck is not cleared out of the zone on the outlet. Harvey will slide it up into the middle, trying to chip it up in the zone. 12 down low, out front, quick shot. And Shranko will bail us out as the puck got loose and they turned to play on deep in the zone and got a point blank shot from the low slot. Guelph cherry picking on the blue line, made it work, got inside, and Shranko will have to make another save. And I gotta tell you right now, defensively, not the defensive player, the whole team defensively, we're letting them into the seams way too easily. We have got to set a better defensive tone than what we've done in the first 3 minutes of this game. They're getting shots off that we typically don't give up, and that is not the way we want this game to start. We are skating a little tiny bit flat right now. We've got to find a way to get back on our toes. And if you want to ask me how I think we should do that, it's going to involve some body work. Because you can always play the body. And that gets people excited about stuff. But right now, we are playing on our heels. Up into the neutral zone, puck is banked off the midboard, sent around the back of the net. Guelph will go for a line change. Kenty's going to chip it off the boards. Trying to move it up for Harvey. Harvey will slide it out into the middle for Chotar. Chotar will dump it into the zone. Deep into the corner. Puck comes up to the hash marks. At the blue line, they'll send it in deep, goes off the referee. Rakowskis, bottom of the circle, quick shot, hits the side of the net. Rakowskis at the hash marks there. Digging for it on the boards. Puck comes up to the blue line. Little will hold the line. He'll send it back in deep for Rakowskis. Trying to send that puck in front. He hits it off the back of the net. Iannacci trying to slide it up. Lambert undercuts the pass. Puck will be pushed out. Little will hustle through. Puck doesn't get out of the zone on the clearing attempt. Rakowskis will turn on it. He's got everybody going the other way. We got a 2-and-2 going the other way. Rakowskis cuts to the middle. Quick shot just over the crossbar. He'll pick up the rebound off the glass and send it back in deep. Guelph pinned up on the blue line. 2 will fire it in. Puck gets loose. Top of the zone. Lambert at the circle. Quick shot side of the net. Into the end boards. Kick to the open corner. Rakowskis. Guelph gets the first touch on it. Fissel steps in to give him a hand. He'll chip it along. Easton picks up the boards at the hash marks. It gets knocked out of the zone. Guelph will pick it up in shallow territory. Goes off a leg. Fonacier might be down alone. He's waiting for help to arrive. He'll get to the end boards, put the brakes on, and try to turn out of it. Fissel will come in and give him a hand. Into the end boards. Fissel trying to move it over. Guelph has got him pinned up into the end boards. Puck squirts loose down around the back of the net. Guelph will skate out with it. They'll go up off the boards. It gets out of the zone. It's a foot race. Ing will get there first. He'll play it high in the zone. Fissel has the puck squirt out in the neutral zone. We're slowly starting to balance out here a little bit, but we're not quite on our toes the way we normally are. And we have got to get back to playing our brand of hockey. Right now, we're being sucked into playing their brand of hockey. Stacey up on the left-hand boards. He's going to slide that puck over for Harvey, but it slips through. Puck up in the neutral zone. Stacey will pick up the puck. He'll kick it back to the D. Little up for Harvey. Harvey on the right-hand side. Kenty stepped in over the line just by a hair. That'll put the face off just outside the blue line. Here in front of us. Kenty will take the draw with Harvey and Stacey up front. Hiltzy and Hoagie on D. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Down around the back of the net. Kenty trying to move that puck up. He's going to skate up for Stacey. Big hit there. Oh, their face-offs. Their face masks got stuck together, so that was an official's whistle for a wardrobe malfunction. Can we say wardrobe malfunction? Yeah. Puck is loose high in the zone. Lambert comes away with it. Got a little bit of room coming down the right-hand side. He'll back it in towards the net. Side of the net picked up again by Lambert. He'll bang it off the board for Rakowskis. Alone around the back. Out front, quick shot. Puck goes over the crossbar. Chotar up to the blue line. Little will hold the line. He'll send it back in deep. Rakowskis will play the body, let the puck come through. Puck comes up into the neutral zone. Down around the back of the net. Policelli to Little, up to Rakowskis. They'll send it right back in. Policelli will pick up the puck around the back of the net. He'll leave it for Lambert. Lambert's going to cut to the middle, slip through there. Down the left-hand side, he will fire that puck in on net. Big rebound, pops right back out to him in the corner, up to the hash marks. Reisner will get a piece of it. He'll jump it back in. Guelph just inside the zone. That puck squirts low down into our territory. Bouncing puck is picked up by Reisner. Reisner trying to feed it ahead for Fonacier. Didn't quite make it through. They'll try again. Bouncing puck. Little gets a piece of it, pushes it off to the hash marks. Slides ahead for Iannacci, just at a reach. It'll get around them. They'll get a quick shot off from the blue line. And it is held for a whistle at 5:31. Still no score. Fonacier will take this draw. Hung up on the dot. Down in the corner, Guelph trying to center it. Fonacier will grab the puck. He'll go around the back of the net, put the brakes on. He'll come up for Iannacci on the left-hand side, trying to slide it up the middle for Reisner. Reisner will skip it through into the boards. He'll bang it off the boards and get it in deep. Into the feet. Reisner will move it down there, but it squirts up the middle. Man on, man on! Inside the blue line there, Reisner working the high boards with two. He'll kick it over for Harvey. Harvey up for Iannacci on the left-hand side. What's that? Don't complain about the heaters. This is a cold, cold rink. We need the heaters. All right, face-off just outside the blue line, right in front of the Guelph bench. Kenty takes a draw. Puck goes down the left-hand side. Fissel will fire it into the open corner. Harvey's going to catch up to it first. He'll keep it low in the corner. Kenty will help him move the corner there. Bottom of the circle, trying to send the pass up front. Kenty, side of the net. Backhanded through, doesn't make it all the way. Play is broken up. Turns on a Fissel high in the zone. Swings to the outside. Center pass out front. Tipped. Goaltender squeezed the pad across. Holger holds the line.
That's his already told me to do that.
Traffic up at the top of the zone. Kenty just has it roll out over the blue line. We dump it in, but gave up possession. Harvey up front, curled in tight, can't get the shot off. He'll keep it low in the zone. Up to the blue line. Hiltz will hold it. Up to the blue line, bouncing puck gets up over the line. Guelph is on. He'll chip it back, but they'll pick it up in the neutral zone, skating it down the cut to the middle. Quick shot. Patted away by Shrenko. Puck is loose. Hogaboom will slide in, trying to move that puck up to the hash marks. He'll get up for Fissel. Gets hung up on the midboards, on the hash boards. Guelph picks it up low in the zone. They'll take it below the net. Back up to the blue line for Guelph. They'll go D to D, across the top. Quick shot in on net. And the rebound is gobbled up and held by Shrenko. Fresh lines out for everybody. Puck goes right back in on net. We'll get a short whistle. Reset in the same spot. High off the window on the draw. Bit of a foot race as Lambert chases back into the zone. Puck is now handled cleanly. Guelph has it bounced through. We'll go D to D around the horn for Little. Little trying to hit Rakowskis on the blue line. Trying to slide that puck across the middle. Puck is loose. Quick shot in the middle. Rakowskis on the backhand. Puck Shot wide on the short side, down around the back of the net. Squirts up to the hash marks. Puck is open in the middle. Rukowskis will turn. High slot, quick shot. Block it away. Bouncing puck out in the zone. Guelph player will come out and cover it up. We will get a face-off down low. Fonacier will take the draw. Chotar Reisner up there with him. Ing and 2 on D. Puck is squirted up through the neutral zone for Guelph. Don't get a clean entry as they're pinned up on the blue line. Reisner has to go off a skate. 2 will slide it ahead for Chotar. We got a man in behind as they try to move it down, but the puck gets hung up in the neutral zone off the linesman. Fonacier, Scott Reisner going to the net. He'll go around the back. Hits the brakes. Reisner will step in with it. Chotar there. They'll curl. He'll send it back into the zone, deep in the corner. Fonacier below the goal line. He'll send it back across for Reisner. Guelph will come away with it. They'll come up through the neutral zone on the cross-ice feed. Puck will roll in on net. Schranko will let it slide by. Fonacier on the left-hand side. He'll slide that ahead for Chotar. Puck bounces on him. 2 catches an edge there. Guelph gets pressure on in the corner. 2 working it with Harvey. Harvey's going to take it up the right-hand side. A 2-on-1 shaped across, slides across for Chotar. He had to reach out for it and pulled him off his edge. They keep the pressure down long enough for help to arrive. Hilty. Bouncing puck up into the neutral zone. Harvey will grab it. He'll go up for Iannacci. Iannacci will play it off the window deep in the zone for Kenty with 20 seconds left. Kenty strips it off of him, can't get a shot. Puck will come out to the blue line. Time for one last play as the puck goes in around the back of the net. One shot, just one opportunity. I'm sorry. Somebody give me a bowl of spaghetti. All right. That'll do it for the first period. Vigensis will make his way down here in just a second. Oh, there he is. He's on his way. There were a few good things I liked about that period, but largely we played on our heels. So they outshot us 8-6, and that's about what you'd expect given the way that they had us on our heels, and that's not our brand of hockey. We are absolutely playing their game plan right now, and if we keep playing their game plan, we're going to have a problem. What'd you see?
We're starting to get the momentum in their end. I agree with you. Playing a little bit of their brand, but the momentum started to change.
It did. Midway through, it started to swing.
We're starting to get more and more shifts in their end, recycling. We're going to get more pucks to the net. We're going to get more traffic in front of the net. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah. No, thanks, Morton. It was, it's a little bit, it's a momentum thing, and it's also it's a sustained effort thing, right? You've just got to force yourself to close that gap to contact faster, and then trust your process. I don't want to run cliches, although I do all day long. But you have to trust your process, and you've got to hustle to close the gap so you can generate the plays that you're trying to generate. And when you don't close the gap, you end up falling into their trap and playing their game plan. And we play a stronger brand of hockey than we played in that first period. And even then, we played okay, right? So dig, hustle, and get yourself in a good position. And I'll tell you what we have not seen, which is part of our brand of hockey. This has been a very quiet first period physically, okay?
Oh, off the post. Big rebound, big save by Shrenko. If that doesn't get the juices flowing, I don't know what will. Puck comes back to the blue line. Shot in on net. Knifed away off into the corner. Deflected around the back of the net. Policelli's without his stick. We got to get out of the zone. There we go. One-on-one. Fissel is inside, down low, in tight, backhand. Rebound. Oh! Can't convert it. Two will come away with it around the back of the net. We'll slide that puck high in the zone. Pinned up against the boards. Out front, into the feet, and Shrenko will cover it up. A little bit more energetic there, a couple of big plays. We got a good, nice little piece of goaltending work there by Shrenko. Fast break, big rebound, all within the first minute and a half. That is a much better start. And get on your toes and keep working for that kind of momentum. Although we can do with less pucks off the post. Stacey up the left-hand side. He'll skate it down. He'll dump it in on net. Rebound will come to the corner. Bouncing puck comes in. Ing will bang it off the boards. Stacey will chip it out. They overskate it. Fonazier grabs the loose puck. Quick shot in on net. Rebound. Reiser will go into the corner. Ing will fire the puck down. It hits the leg, doesn't make it down. Fonazier will chip the board all the way down. Loose puck up into the zone. It gets out. Has to go right back in. On the delayed offside, they couldn't move on it. I'm liking the momentum a whole lot more here in the first 2.5 minutes. Reiser will move it across. Trying to get that knife pass out into the middle of that bouncing puck. Guelph ends up with it on the stick. Quick shot in towards the net. High off the blocker. High slot. Guelph shot goes off the leg. Stacey dropped the guy in the neutral zone. I like that. There hasn't been enough hitting. Quick shot goes in towards, tipped wide by Guelph. Down in the corner. Down around the back of the net, squirts to the far side. Ing will play it up high. Puck gets up on the mid boards. Two will play it down low. He'll kick it over to Stacey. Stacey will fire it across, but it's just out of the reach of Fonazier. Puck will go deep in the zone. Stacey will slide back to pick it up. With the stretch feed up for Kenty and Harvey. Puck is fired in on net and held up. Already, I'm liking the fact that we're on our toes and we're pushing and creating a different vibe in the second period. And it's resulted in Guelph having to get on their heels, which is exactly what we're trying to do. Just readjust the tone of this game. Quick shot in on net. It was on point, but gloved down by Guelph right off of the face-off. They'll reset from the same dot and run that again. Kenty on the draw. Guelph will come away with it this time around the back of the net. They'll put the brakes on, come up to the boards high in the zone. Hiltzy will pick it up. He'll fire it in. Guelph will gather deep in their zone. They'll go D-to-D around the back. They'll fire the puck up in the neutral zone. Hogaboom will play it off the boards. And it's just off the mark there for the goaltender. He lets it slide by. Icing will be the call. 10:41. Kenty with the draw. Chotar coming down the left-hand side. He's got some speed coming with it. He gets a stick into the back of them. Kenty slides through, picks up the loose puck. He'll fire that puck across the zone. It squirts in the open corner. Harvey gets tangled up in the zone, coming back 2-on-1 the other way. Chotar with the back check to help clean it up. Puck is broken up, turned away. Hogerman does a good job to clean that up. They'll slide it to Chotar right away. Chotar plays it into the feet, trying to get down low. It goes into the feet. He'll undercut it into the boards and get the play down low for Kenty to come and clean up. He'll turn around, fire across for Harvey on the far side, back up to the blue, and for Hogan, quick shot in on net. Does not make it through the traffic. Guelph up the right-hand side. Puck is loose. Hiltzy trying to back check. He does. Breaks up the play. Hogan down the left-hand side. Puck is knocked off the stake. Guelph coming down the right-hand side. He came in like a wrecking ball. I'm not singing it. Harvey down low on the, now comes back up the blue line, fired in towards the net, gets knifed away. Puck will slide up the hash marks. Lambert will kick it down low. Inachi will slide it back up the hash marks, bang it off the boards for Policelli just inside the line. He'll fire it in on net. Bouncing puck. Oh, they're trying to come loose with it. Quick side of the net. Oh, off the post. Quick shot, misses short side around the back of the net. Ianacci didn't get another whack at it. Puck comes up into the feet. Loose puck. Burkowski is trying to knock it away. Guelph trying to slide up through the neutral zone. They'll get knocked off the puck as Policelli will curl. Puck up into the zone, broken up. Burkowskis down the right-hand side, bottom of the circle, in tight, quick shot, misses on the far side. Up to the blue line, Policelli will fire through, big hit there on the blue line. Referees have put the whistles back in their pockets for a minute. Quick shot, loose rebound, side of the net, another shot, side of the net. Burkowskis out front, quick shot, scores! Tifiso from Burkowskis at 8:05 in the second period. And finally, the scoring has been opened. Burkowskis and Fissel have been digging around the net all night long, and they connected on that one as Burkowskis goes around the back of the net. Fissel cuts them deep in the low slot across the top of the crease, and that short tape-to-tape pass with the quick release is just what was needed to finally get one past their goaltender. Fonacier will start us off here at center ice. Much better second period. This is more of our brand of hockey here. Quick shot in on that loose puck, and right away at just 8 seconds later, Guelph comes back with the response. Fresh legs out, we'll try it again. Kenty on the draw with Stacy and Harvey. Stacy will fire it in on net, and they'll be forced to take a face-off down low. So now the boys will get set up. See what they can look for. Everybody's going to get the line changes. Stacy and Harvey switch sides there to put Stacy on the forehand for the quick release. See if the puck comes back to him. It does not. They'll go off the boards. Pinned up, mid-boards. Everybody's digging. Harvey down low, right through the crease. And now we've got a penalty called on Guelph, and that will be hooking. As the Guelph player got his stick up underneath the armpit of Harvey as he made the cut. So face-off will be down and to the left of the Guelph goaltender. Stacy backhanded down for Kenty. Guelph will get down low. They'll fire at the length of the ice. Schranko will come out and play it. Policelli fired up for Little. Puck is loose. Policelli will gather it up. He'll skate it up to the zone. Quick shot in on net, loose rebound. Quick shot on in net, rebound. Point shot and the rebound was there. A goaltender was forced to hang on to it. We'll get a fresh change and a face-off down low to their right. Lambert on the draw. Rakowskis and Fissel on the wings. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Puck goes down in the corner. Guelph high off the glass into the netting, and that will draw a whistle. Again, face off down in that corner. Lambert gets a piece of it, bottom of the circle. Puck bounces up out of the zone. Little will curl. He'll go up through the neutral zone for Lambert. Lambert's going to slide it across for Rakowskis. Puck bounces and rolls off his stick. Back for Policelli. Policelli will fire in on net. We've got an arm in the air. And it's a tripping call on Rakowskis prior to. So with 47 seconds remaining, we will now go to 4-on-4 hockey, to which Guelph will then have a minute 13 with the man advantage. Face-off will be down and to the right of Schranko. 6:11 remaining in the second. Puck is tied up on the dot. Eason, 2, will skate this puck down the left-hand side. He'll acquire the blue line. Keeps on the backhand. Trying to center that puck out front. Down on the back of the net. Loose puck scramble out front. Puck goes off to the open corner, but the net has come off its mooring. So we'll get a whistle. So we'll get a face-off to the goaltender's left, deep in their zone. Puck goes into the end boards. Fanasi getting a piece of it. Chotar curls, kicks it back. Quick puck in on net. Puck pops out in front. Chotar gets a piece of it. Puck slides up into the neutral zone. Guelph up the middle on the right-hand side. Chotar pushing him off the puck with Ing breaking up the play. They don't get a clean entry. Puck goes down to the end boards. 2 will fire it around the boards. Up to the blue line. Goes off the partition, pops right out in front. Bouncing puck up into the neutral zone. Into the feet of Chotar. Chotar will dump it in deep. They're gassed on the kill, so they're going to go straight to the bench. We're going to get fresh legs out. They are now cleared through their penalty. We are now shorthanded for 40 more seconds as they come down the left-hand side. Puck will score across the open corner. Hogaboom will get there first. Fan on the clearing attempt. They get it back on the blue line. They'll come down in the hash marks, bottom of the circle. Quick shot and tucked up tight over the shoulder of Schranko at the 4:35 mark. They'll get the power play goal. Lots of time, but Guelph is slid ahead 2-1. At the 4:35 mark of the second period, going down the right-hand side, Kenty curling bottom of the circle. He'll take it around the back of the net, looking for an option, puts the brakes on. He'll kick it over for Iannachi around the back of the net. Kenty says that pass up the middle. It squirts through everybody though. Goes the length of the ice. Man on! Kenty around the back of the net. Harvey looking up ice for Iannachi. Iannachi will get it up the middle. He'll fire that puck in on deep. In net on deep in on net, forcing the face-off down low, and we will get a quick line change out. Everybody heading to their spots with their assignments in hand. Lambert will take the draw. Rakowskis and Stacey up front. Policelli and Little on deep. Point comes back to Little. It's Policelli. He gets a shot off just over the crossbar. Little holds the line. Into the feet. Down low, Lambert to Stacey on the backhand. Out front, can't convert and scores! Lambert from Stacey at 3:27. Lots of goals here in the second period. 3:27. They kept banging away at it, got down below the goal line. Stacey first took it off the backhand. It came right back to him. He backhanded up to Lambert. Lambert was sitting there waiting and popped it straight in. Lots of action in this period. Ing will fire it up into the neutral zone. We can't do anything with this. We're on the delayed offside. Puck is loose. Guelph is in behind everybody on an errant play. Puck bounced out front. They're trying to center it across. Puck is loose. But Schranko kept it on the outside of the post. They'll send it the length of the ice. Icing is waved. Guelph will go around the back of the net. They'll come up to the hash marks. Bouncing puck up into the zone. Centering pass doesn't make it down. Guelph coming down the left-hand side. Lambert over for Stacey. Stacey up for Rakowskis. Rakowskis in over the line, makes the cut, top of the circle, quick shot in on net. Rebound is not handled cleanly. Rakowskis out for Stacey, who can't pull the trigger quite cleanly. Puck squirts off into the corner, down for two. Two will get the shot in on net. Puck squirts to the far side corners. We get down to about 2 minutes in the period. Rakowskis with the body to maintain possession. Out front on the backhand, trying to hit Fonacier. He can't pull the trigger. Guelph coming down the right-hand side. Reisner push out for Fonacier. Fonacier's got a window. He's got Chotar with him. They're trying to connect, but they couldn't lock it up. Puck is sent in deep. Up at the hash marks. Bounces over the stick of Hoagie, but he'll let it slide back for Fonacier. Fonacier will go around the horn. Slide it up the middle for Reisner. Reisner will take the right-hand side, down on the outside, deep in the corner. He'll slide it back for Fonacier. Fonacier will give it right back to him. They'll play catch for a second. Puck comes out of the circle and up over the line. Hiltzy will have to gather. He'll chip it off the boards and up into the zone. Guelph around the back of the net, deep into the corner. Bouncing puck up into the zone will go the length of the ice. Arm is in the air. Icing is waved. Hoagie will gather. He'll bang it off the boards for Fonacier. Fonacier will backhand it up for Reisner. Guelph gathers it. They send it in deep. Hiltzy will play it out of the corner for Fonacier. Fonacier will curl back. He'll go around the other side. As we're inside the last minute, Reisner will chip it ahead, but it gets hung up on the midboards. Fonacier will backhand around the net again. 30-second mark, bouncing puck up into the neutral zone. Fissel gives chase. Fonacier will slide that puck back up into the zone. Icing is the call, 24 remaining. Face off down and to the left to Schranko. Got to finish the line change here. Defensively, we get the last man in. Iannachi will take the spot left-hand side. Kenty will take the draw. Kenty gets kicked out. Harvey on the draw. Kicks puck back down. Puck is loose, quick shot out of net, and gloved immediately by Shrenko. That'll force another face-off. Down on the same dot. Puck is tied up on the dot, quick shot, hits a leg. Ian Archie trying to move that puck forward. 10 seconds, that puck goes down around the back of the net. Puck is fired up into the neutral zone. And that's going to do it for the second period. As the boys will all clear out, the gates will come open, I suspect. Yep, off to the dressing rooms we go for our second intermission and a flood. I have not seen the gate come open, but it will come open. And as Vigendes makes his way over, shots in the second period were, as I suspected, 17 for the Rangers and 8 for Guelph, 23-16 in total. Hey, Morgan. Thank you. So I was just about to say how I like the fact that they finally got on their toes and started playing a little bit closer our brand of hockey. What'd you see? It wasn't clean, but they were hustling.
A little more of the same.
Yes.
Got to keep the puck in deep.
Yep.
We're going to work behind the net. I think they leave people in front of the net open when we're working behind the net. More pucks than net, more rebounds. It's the key of this game.
Yeah, they're skating better now, and they're closing the gap to contact a lot better than they were. The first period, they were not closing that gap to contact. They were giving them too much time and space and letting them loose, and they were working us, and we've taken that element of the game away, and that's put that on their heels a little bit.
100%.
And that has resulted in the shot counts being almost a little more than double for us in the second period. And that second period looked like the kind of hockey that we play, a little bit more wide open, a little bit loose. Some of it's not pretty, but you're on your toes and you're working your ass off.
The key to our game is working the corners, get the puck in deep, cycling it, and get the puck in front of the net.
Yep.
And that's the success. Beauty.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for working. Just throw me over there for 1 second there. And we'll just talk about this because this will be fun. Something to pay attention to. Okay, I've explained this a couple times. Everybody knows. Everything that we're doing right now is all about setting up the top 8, which means there's 10 teams. We're dropping somebody from this loop, and we're dropping, sorry, let me adjust it a little bit. We're dropping somebody from that pool, and we're dropping somebody from that pool. And then according to the standings of the regular season, that will be who you're seated up against, which I've explained before. So knowing that, you can make the assumption based on this regular season standings that potentially you should be looking at probably Brampton and Flamborough getting dropped off the schedule, and then from blue up, that would be your top 8. And you would think that would be the case, and if that is the case, we're going to play Woolwich. But what's happening here is that Woolwich has not picked up a win, and Flamborough has a win. Now, because of that, Woolwich needs to outright win both games in order for them to move on. Otherwise, Flamborough is going to end up taking their spot. And if that happens, we wouldn't play Woolwich. We would end up playing Halton Hills. What's interesting about this is their last game is against each other, Flamborough versus Woolwich. That is going to be their last game of the season. And if Woolwich wins against Burlington Blue tonight, it is going to be a death match between Flamborough and Woolwich to keep their season alive, even before they get to the quarterfinals, which is also a death match. So, not really having a huge impact on us, but it does matter to our seeding. But that's just a fun little storyline to keep an eye on there. And if Woolwich does get knocked out, we will indeed play Halton Hills. So just a fun little thing to keep your eye on over the next week or so as this whole thing plays out. In the meantime, you can see the Zamboni is making its loops. And should we kick it over and say a little thank you to our sponsors here? Beauty. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll leave you guys to it.
Yeah, no worries. Wow, how exciting was that? We got to see a Zamboni for like the 5th time for the whole season. Fantastic. Boys are just scraping off the Zamboni gate there, and we are just about set to go. As they're, ooh, this is always dangerous. Swing the camera. See, they get these. That's the thing. Swing it a little bit more. See, there they are. Brr, where's my pointer? And it's always tricky. Another year or so, and that'll be straight up Donnybrook right there on, right there in the concourse. Yeah, there's been some choice moments in rinks like this where they have to walk it together, especially if the game is heated. But so far things are reasonable. Boys hit the ice. We'll be just about set to go here. Now, the thing you got to look out for is the sticky spots. The ice just got flooded. It's not fully dried. The last pass they made was right up the middle, and you can see the slot is shiny and damp, and that puck is going to want to stick. So for the first shift or so, you got to be looking out for that sort of stuff. That puck will die. Like if you look at their goaltender, look, you can see the difference in the ice right there. You can see how shiny it is. And that slot is sticky. That puck will die right in there until we get probably a shift or so deep. Sometimes it can steal an opportunity. Okay, here we go. Lambert's going to start us off. Rakowskis right side, Fistel left side, Policelli and Little on D. Puck is banged off the boards up in the neutral zone. Sent in deep around the back of the net. Fired high in the zone. Not out, center and pass. Puck goes off the dasher down in the corner. Fistel will move the puck up in the zone. Down around the back of the net. Little will curl deep in the defensive zone. He'll fire that puck ahead. Arm is in the air. We'll get an icing call. I'll just peek around it. We'll pull that puck deep. Canty on the draw. Push it back in the corner for Hiltz. Hiltz will bang it off the boards for Harvey, but Guelph will undercut it. Puck goes out in front on the backhand. Ianacci will slide that puck ahead, trying to get it up for Kenty, but it rolls. Can't quite get it there. Tranko covers it up right away. Off to the left side, Kenty on the draw. Puck comes high in the zone. Guelph with the point shot. Got deflected. Tranko lost it there for a second, but it wasn't on net. Quick shot, short side, off the side of the net. Ianacci will kick it back the other way. Quick shot in on net. Tranko uses the glove down low. Hogaboom takes his man out. Harvey will fire the puck down deep. Kenty will cut it down. Hold it down around the back of the net. The center and pass. Reisner will jump on it. High in the zone. He'll curl bottom of the circle. He'll chip it off the end boards for Kenty. Kenty trying to get that pass in front. Stacey with a quick shot. And he will score off the feed from Reisner at 13:15 in the third period. They tried it twice. They missed it the first time. They got it on the second time. Reisner with the short tape-to-tape pass to Stacey. And that'll be the go-ahead goal early in the period. Always like to see that. Get that one goal early and then create some momentum from it. The puck slides up in the zone. Gets sent in deep. Hilty. Hogaboom gets his stick tied up, can't move it. Now he'll swing it around to the far side. Breaks up the play at the blue line. Stacy breaks up the play, but can't catch up to the puck. Bouncing high in the zone. Rakowskis. I'm not sure what he's going to call there. Oh, he's going to call a hook. That's why Rakowskis went down. It was on the hook. I was wondering why he was on the one knee, but they got a little tiny piece of them. So early in the third period at the 12:31 mark, we are going on the power play. Face off down low and to the right of the Guelph goaltender. Lambert takes the draw. Rakowskis up to Lambert. They'll get it down low. Chotar will give chase in the inboards, gets a piece of it, breaks up the play. Two will follow it up. He'll kick it back down there for Chotar. Chotar lets it slide across for Rakowskis. Lambert will slide in. He'll curl. Puts it on the backhand. They'll bang it off the boards. Up for two for Ing. Oh, that took two deflections on its way to the net. Rakowskis picks it up in the corner. Up for two at the blue line. Shot is deflected. Doesn't make it through the traffic. Fired up and out of the zone. Ing will fire it up for two. Two will skate it away. He'll hit Rakowskis on the blue line. Puck bounces on him though. Little will gather on our blue line. He'll slide it up for Lambert. Lambert will fire it in deep. It'll go to the open corner for Rakowskis. Rakowskis will slide it up to the blue line for Policelli. Policelli will fire it back for Rakowskis. It's into the feet. Down low on the backhand. Lambert trying to center the pass in front. It goes up and was heading to maybe on the net or crossbar level, but the goaltender falling back reached up and snagged it out of the air. We'll get a face-off down low. 11:01 remaining, 30 seconds remaining in the power play. Up to the blue line, Policelli will go over for Little. Little will fire it in deep off the end boards. Kenty and Harvey working the end boards together. Puck is tied up. Puck is sent over to the open corner. Fissel will get first touch. He'll slide it back for Kenty. Kenty around the deep of the goal line, around the back of the net, looking for an option. Up to the hash marks, he'll fire that in on net, short side. Fissel will turn, side of the net. Ooh! Right there through the crease. Popped out the other side. Back to Policelli on D. He'll fire it up for Harvey. Harvey will take it down below the goal line. Back up to the blue line, but it's off the mark. It will slide past. Plays back to even strength. But the play is waved. Policelli will slide over for Little. Reisner will chip it off the boards. Can't get it out. Now he does. Referee's in the way. The puck slides up for Fonacier. They can't turn on it. And we got hung up with too many men. Quick to play the puck before he got his foot off of the ice. We saw it coming, but couldn't do anything about it to turn off to turn the gas off. Did they not call us on that?
They did, but I don't know who's going into. Like it's Ian.
Yeah, okay. Ian Archie's going to serve it. I was going to say, didn't see anybody heading in. Okay, so now we go. So Ian Archie's going to serve it as the man coming off the ice. No, as one of the players that was on the ice has to serve it, so he will serve it for us. Puck is deep in the corner. Hogaboom will tie his man up, comes away with the puck. He'll fire that up the middle and clear it out. Guelph will play that around the back of the net. Fonacier deep down in the zone. Guelph going far side down the right. Play is broken up at the blue line as Hogaboom stands his man up and erases him from the play. Puck comes back up to the blue line. D to D pass. The puck is bouncing. They can't get a shot off. Puck goes down in the corner. Fanase will turn. He'll get a piece of it on the backhand, enough to break the play up and keep it on the perimeter. Guelph into the corner. Now they've got a piece of it. They're trying to get set up. Center and pass out front. Loose puck. Rebound. Schrenko gets the pad across. Puck comes up to the blue line. The fake pass to the pass up top. And the puck will squirt out. That'll get us down below the minute mark. Halfway there, boys. Keep fighting. Puck comes down below the goal line for Guelph. Stretch feed for Guelph doesn't connect. It'll go right in on net. Schrenko will cover it up. 37 seconds remaining on the power play.
Use your point,
Puck comes back to the point. Quick shot in on net. Deflected. It'll score around the side. Puck comes back to the blue line. Top of the circle. Quick shot in on net. And Schrenko will cover it up and he will hang on. But that'll get a face-off down low as well. Kenty on the draw to the right of Schrenko. Into the feet, quick shot. Just misses on the short side, skirts around the back of the net, comes back to the blue line for Guelph. They'll go D to D, but the puck rolled and comes out over the line. Kenty's gonna press the issue and knock the player off. Will play it high in the window. Puck is loose. Fizzles away one-on-one. He's got Kenty trailing him. Quick shot in on net. Just misses. Puck goes in on the net, squirts to the corner. They're going to follow-up shot. Puck is fired the length of the ice, gets knocked down. Policelli will gather it as we're back to even strength. And icing will be the call as the pass squirted away. That'll pull the puck deep in our territory and to the right of Schrenko. Lambert on the draw. Guelph, they'll grab it. Bounce puck knocked off the stick. Rakowskis is away, deep down low, in tight, quick shot. Big save there by the Guelph goaltender. Guelph now coming back the other way. The puck is knocked off the stick in the neutral zone. Two will gather. He'll bang it off and up into the neutral zone. Puck goes back and forth. Guelph gets inside on the bounce. Down low, Lambert gets a piece to break it up. He'll push it up to the hash marks. Puck squirts in the middle for Stacy. Stacy will go down the left-hand side. Can't get the shot off, but it does land in the front of the goaltender, so he'll cover it up, and that'll force a face-off down low at 6:44. So Kenty will take the draw. Iannacci and Harvey. Harvey comes away with it. Guelph grabs a loose puck. They're going to skate it down the left-hand side. Trying to cut to the middle. Hills does a good job of pushing it to the perimeter. Kenty comes in to give him a hand. Harvey looking up ice for Iannacci. Iannacci trying to get inside, but gets the poke check. Puck is broken up into the neutral zone. Guelph in over the blue line. They'll cut across the top of the slot. Bouncing puck. Broken plays. Gets the puck up and in the neutral zone. Guelph will have to reset. Far side. Iannacci knocks the puck down. Pass across to Harvey, but it was into traffic. Got tangled up a little bit. Harvey kind of ate one there. Quick shot in on net. Harvey will gather, trying to center that pass. Puck goes down in the corner. Guelph.
Yes.
Little knocks down the bouncing puck right on the hash marks. Puck goes down in the corner. Chotar coming in hot, trying to knock it down. The pucks get sent out the last second, and they will force an icing with 5:15 remaining in the third period. I like that we have continued the brand of hockey that we're playing in the second period. It is more of the same. We're back on our toes. We've stayed on our toes, and we're just there. Now the thing is, they're starting to get on their toes as well. So this is turning to be a lot more active style hockey than it was before. Means the lanes close up in a hurry. The gaps are closed to contact in a hurry. They're a lot more physical, a lot more stick work. But it's faster moving hockey. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Guelph picks it up. They'll curl to the outside. They'll hit it on the blue line. Oh, and that's going to be a call on Chotar. And he's going to call it on the trip at 4:40. We will be shorthanded. So Lambert will take the draw deep in our territory. Puck comes high in the zone. Guelph will go D to D. Top of the circle. Shot is in on net. But Schrankel will cover it up right away. Puck goes down around the back of the net on the draw. Lambert will push it up for Fissel. Oh, the poke check knocked it off his stick. They fired in towards net, but it will just get there. Face out will be to the left. Into the boards. Music ran a bit long there, but it's a fun song, so we don't mind. Quick shot. Oh! I'm pretty sure that was tipped. The shot came from the blue line. Shot came from the blue line. It was up high, and the puck was coming in flat, and all of a sudden it started to wobble and changed direction and got him behind Schrankel. So I'm pretty sure it changed direction on him. So here we now sit 4 minutes just about remaining in this game in a tie 3-3, which is not surprising. And I'll tell you why in just a second when we get to the break. On the next whistle, puck goes deep into our territory. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Two will skate with it up the right-hand side. He's going to slide up for Rakowskis. Rakowskis up for Fissel on the right-hand side. Fissel cuts to the middle. Can't get the shot off on the poke check side of the net. He'll take it around the back of the net, trying to center that pass out front for Rakowskis. He'll go back the other way, trying to stuff it in from the short side. Then around the back of the net, they dig for it in the inboards. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Broken up in the traffic. Puck goes squirted around to the far side. Puck is sent all the way over down to the blue line. Rakowskis slides over for Fissel. Fissel goes back for two, but it gets knocked over the stick at two, and we're going to breakage in play. So we're tied with 3 minutes remaining. We've played this team 4 times this year. We played them in the preseason. September 16th, we tied at 1. October 25th, we tied at 1. October 26th, we won that game 5-3, but then January 15th, we tied 3-3. We have played this team at a 1-0-3 record on the season. The fact that we're sitting tied with 3 minutes remaining is not at all surprising. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Up for Kenty, trying to get that puck loose. Bouncing puck up into the zone. Hogaboom will gather. Kenty will pick it up. Kenty in over the line. Quick shot in on net. And it will get held at 2:14. Now, what's been different about all of our games, and I don't want to talk about the tie. I'm going to stop. We'll talk about that stuff later. But not surprising that we're in this position. Face off down low. Financier on the dot. Guelph comes away with it down in the corner. They're trying to get up the right-hand side. Up in the zone. Hiltz will get there first. He'll bang it off the boards up in the neutral zone. Financier will gather. Bouncing puck up in the zone. Financier trying to get loose with it. It's tied up in the feet. Hiltz will gather. High in the zone. Puck comes down. Banged off the boards. Guelph gathers it in the neutral zone. Puck gets fired in deep. Minute and a half remaining in regulation time. Hogaboom will go around the back of the net. Hiltz will slide it up for Reisner. Reisner just out of the reach for Financier. Bouncing puck up in the neutral zone. Gets tangled up in the feet. Guelph will slide it up the middle. Puck gets sent into the M boards. Hiltz will send it up for Reisner. Reisner up for Financier. Trying to get down the right-hand side. Trying to muscle it through. He'll get it deep in the zone. Chotar will chase into the M boards. Play comes up to the blue line, not out. They hold the line. Now Guelph will skate it as we're inside the last minute of play in the third period. Guelph down into the slot. Quick shot is cleared away. In on net. Chotar slides it ahead for Rakowskis. Rakowskis trying to toe jag through the middle. Puck comes down in the hash marks. Rakowskis stands on his own. Chotar, side of the net, trying to center out front. Sent back the length of the ice. Icing will be the call with exactly 21 seconds remaining. Face off down to the left to Guelph. Puck goes down in the corner. Guelph will curl. They go around the back of the net. Top of the circle. Quick shot from Little. Rebound. Puck will go into the open corner. 5 seconds. And it's going to die there, I think. And it will. That will do it for regulation. We are heading to overtime. Well, that is fitting considering the season that we have had. Yeah, so we have played them 1 preseason game, 3 regular season games with a record of 1-0-3. That's 3 ties.
We just delayed everyone after.
Every game this evening on this pad has run into overtime. Everything is running so late, but that's okay. It's the end of season hockey. I love it. Players are over at the bench figuring out what it is they want to do and whatever it is they want to say. Coach is setting the plan. This will go down with 10 minutes of overtime, and at that point will go down as a tie if it is not resolved. If there is a goal scored in overtime, the losing team gets a single point, the winning team gets 2 points. Shots in the third period were 12 for Oakville. 12 for Oakville, 9 for a total of 35 for us, 25 for them. This overtime has been brought to you by Tim Hortons. Don't forget to roll up their rim digitally on your phone and on your cup. You gotta double dip. All right, boys. Lambert curls deep in their zone. He'll go around the back of the net. He will chip it over for Fissel. Fissel has that get hung up on the boards. Guelph out front, broken up. Little gets a piece of it. Down into the corner. Rakowski's trying to move that puck forward. Little's digging, puck gets hung up. Got 4 players into the hash marks. Lambert trying to move it out. Rakowskis comes away with it. Trying to skate down the right-hand side. He's got a step, he's got some room. Quick shot, blocker away, out in the corner. Fissel will try and get out in front. Down around the back of the net, into the corner, Fissel gets a piece of it. Fissel and Rakowskis working it together. Up to the blue line and out. Arm in the air, icing is the call. 8:58 remaining in overtime. Kenty will take the draw. We got Stacy and Harvey up front. Ing and 2 on D. Kenty hung up on the blue line. Puck goes down in the corner. Puck is loose. Down in the zone. Guelph trying to get first touch. Ing does a good job on the back check to break up the play. That is not a penalty. That is not a penalty. You're going to call that? It wasn't a hook. He had his shoulder leaning on him. He was leaning his shoulder on him. There was no hook. You're going to call that in overtime? I will not complain about officiating, but it does feel like somebody slipped him a 50. All right, we're shorthanded. Quick shot in on net is held by Shrenko. We got to do some work here in the third period to keep this thing in order. Fanasi on the dot. Into the feet. Puck is fired into the corner. Down around the back of the net. Center and pass out front. Loose puck. Rebound. Into the feet. Up to the line. Fanasi trying to get around the corner. He'll get it deep into the zone. He's going to skate it down. Quick shot will come up for Little and bounce out for Fanasi. Fanasi will gather it in the corner, and he will keep that puck down low, killing time on this power play. Kenty, he will keep it on the hash marks. Puck is loose. Fanasi over to Kenty, and we're keeping the puck as far away as we can. Now Guelph is coming down the right-hand side. Play is broken up. That man is erased from the play, and he's going to go slowly to the bench. Guelph down around the back of the net. We got half the penalty killed off. Kenny trying to break up the play in the neutral zone. Denied entry on the blue line. Down around the back of the net, Hiltzy will gather, and he will fire that up to the zone. It is not out, knocked down out of the air. Guelph will fire it back down in deep. 35 seconds remaining in the power play. Guelph around the back of the net. Into the feet. Hogaboom will fire it up to Fissel. Fissel will get out of the zone. 25 seconds on the clock for the power play. Guelph will pick it up around the back of their net. They'll have to rush the pass up in the zone. They didn't get what they were looking for. Now they gather. Guelph coming down the left-hand side. Guelph on the backhand. Rakowskis slides it ahead for Fissel. One-on-one. It's a rush. Fissel coming down the middle. Trying to come in the inside with the toe drag. Can't pull it together. Back to even strength as the man comes out of the box. Hiltzy will have the whistle go. We'll get an icing call deep in their territory and allow us to reset the lines with 6:30 remaining in the overtime period. Face off. Down and to the right. Lambert on the draw. Puck comes out to Iannachi. Iannachi will fire towards the net for Rakowskis. Rakowskis down around the back of the net, trying to send in that pass. It doesn't make it through. Comes up to the blue line. Doesn't hold the line by a hair. Everybody has to tag up. Right around to the open corner. Lambert will keep the puck in deep. That puck squirts over. Wachowski's trying to get there, but not in time as Guelph moves it up to the blue line. Little will fire the puck in on net. We'll get a face-off down low. Kenty will take the draw.
Come on, Rangers.
Little with the shot. Gets deflected, squirts off into the corner. Kenty gets in there to try and break it up. It's up to the blue line, not out. Still on the line, now it's over the line. Guelph trying to come away the other way. They slide it to the open guy, in tight down low. Tried to go 5-hole and got denied. The puck is squirted out of the zone. Puck is fired in deep, around the back of the net. Little will catch up to it. Hill fired high on the glass. Guelph with the center and pass, gets broken up, sent back into the corner. Side of the net. Bouncing puck, goes right back into the corner again. Oh, loose puck! Oh! I don't know how that didn't go in. Shrenko got going the other way. He made the initial save. It popped right out of the open cage. They dove for it. The puck was loose. Everybody swarmed it. The puck didn't go in. The net came off. And somehow, this game is still going on. I have no idea how that did not cross the line. 5:16 down deep in our zone to the right of Shrenko. Puck is hung up on the dot. Wachowski gets loose, trying to get down to the breakaway. It's a little bit deep. He'll catch up to it at the circle. Side of the net, quick shot, rebound, scores! Wachowski's off the shot, Fistel on the rebound. At 5:06. Wachowskis takes the shot. Wachowskis takes the shot. Fistel's coming down for the fat rebound. It came right to him. They get it off. And at 5:06 of the overtime period, Rangers win. Rangers win. Rangers win. Great job, guys. Great job. As the boys will all go back and give Shrenko scrub a well-deserved scrub on the head. So let's just take a look now. Because we are going to play that same team tomorrow at Trafalgar Park. 5:40 will be your start time for the back half of this home at home. And you can be sure it will be every bit the battle that it was here today. Until then, please take a minute and swing by our Instagram feed at Oakville Rangers U14A 2012_2025 or our YouTube feed at Oakville Rangers U14A. Thank you once again for tuning in to FSN, the home of your Oakville Rangers. Until tomorrow evening, you take care, and we will chat soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.